to heart, soul to soul. Let's speak our minds and make it plain. I'm here for you, you're here for me. Together let's stand, it's heart to heart.
Welcome to Heart Chat Show. My name is Lady Ajua, and this is a show that brings you amazing conversation from all around the world. And we'll be talking about social issues, trending issues, health and well-being, relationships and sex, inspirational conversations, and all things convo. So welcome to Heart to Heart. Today we have on here an amazing young woman that has a powerful testimony and would like to share with us. But before we get into her conversation, could you please like, subscribe, comment if you can, and then also share. Go on Facebook and like our Facebook page. Follow me on Instagram. It's all at Heart to Heart Chat Show. On Twitter, you'll find me at Tips from Ajua. So make sure you like, make sure you share. We'll be bringing you some amazing conversations, that will entertain you, will educate you, and are very insightful. So, Tina, welcome to Heart Chat Show. Now, I know that you have an amazing testimony that you'd like to share with us, but before we get into it, tell me about you. Who is Tina?
Tina is a very simple lady, God-fearing lady, a very motivational.
That's good.
And Tina is a package of everything.
She is a whole package, right?
A whole package of everything. And yes, so that's Tina Ussher. I'm very inspirational lady, very motivated person.
That's good.
And that's it.
Okay, so what do? You are a hairdresser, right? Or
yes, I'm a hairstylist.
Okay.
But before I was a housing officer, then later I changed my job to become a hairstylist.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And I see that you do some great, hairstyles, because I know people who come to you personally.
Yes.
And you do a great job. Now, how long have you been doing that? And are you still a hairstylist or?
I can say I had the passion from my infancy.
Right.
But I remember when I was about to finish secondary school, I told my dad that I want to do hairdressing. Right. Then my dad said, before you can become a hairdresser, you have to go to school and learn English.
Okay.
So
bless him.
Yeah, you have to go to school and learn English. And later, if you want to become a hairdresser, fine, but you still have to, you don't end your career there.
Yeah.
Further your education later, if you want to become a hairdresser, that's so be. So I became a hairdresser when I was, I think, about professionally about 7 years now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, when I decided to become a hairdresser, at first I was plaiting hair. I was plaiting my sister's hair. I was doing their weaves and everything. So when they go out, then people start asking, who did this, who did this? So one of my sisters said, why won't you become a
professional hairdresser? Yeah.
And at that time too, I was comfortably enjoying my job, like housing, sitting in the office. So I was enjoying that. Then I said, hairdressing, back home, people have the mind that hairdresser and the seamstress is for the dropout, like maid servant's job. Those who cannot go to school, who cannot write, who cannot, when they finish school, or if you are staying with somebody and like your servant, so you have to go and learn.
Oh, okay, I know what you mean.
So for me to be, when I had the passion, and I knew that my friend would say, Tina, why are you becoming hairdresser? Like, knowing what I was doing, but because the passion was there, I'd say, so I started plaiting my sister's hair, and people started getting my number. So I'll plait hair, I'll get £50 without anything. I'll get So it got to a point I was getting about £200 a week.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. So I decided, oh, okay. Then I told my sister that I want to do the hairdressing. So then you have to go to school to become a professional hairdresser.
Which was a good thing.
I got a form, went to the college and did. So whilst I was at college doing the hairdressing course, I was building my salon at the same time.
That's amazing.
So by the time I finished the college, the salon was ready.
Oh, wow. That was foresight, like planning ahead.
Everything was in my mind.
That is amazing, though.
7 years now, professionally.
Well done. You see, I always say that there is nothing more important than owning your own business. Yeah. You know, I will take that any day than work for somebody. So I think it was a good thing, you know. I mean, I know what you mean about back home where we come from. People will think, oh, hairdressing. But even now, that has changed. There are some amazing, you know, dressmakers, you know, salons in back home. And you will pay an arm and a leg to get your hair done by them.
And now, even in Ghana now, the university students, when they finish uni, that's the job that
exactly. So, you know, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna build your own, you know, if you're gonna work for somebody and you've got the passion and you've got the talents to do your own, why not do it? You know, so well done for taking that up. You know, you're even much more richer than someone sitting in the office working for someone. So it's a good thing. Oh yes, I know. You know, so I know you have a powerful testimony as well. What is it, and you know, what got you to want to share with others?
I got a lot of testimonies, but the one that I would like to share is this particular one. Like my job as a hairstylist, hairdresser. One day I got up in the morning, I finished with my first clients. Then my second client came. So we're talking and laughing. All of a sudden, I feel like some breeze on my face.
Hey.
Like that.
In the salon?
In the salon. Like a strong breeze. Like, I said, what is this? I said to myself, I didn't say it loud. So the lady was talking and, you know, like joking. And knowing me, I wasn't responding. And I think she realized that that's not Tina. And she said, Tina, are you there? I said, yes. So I got up from my chair. Then I went out for fresh air. So I started vomiting.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Then they said, hey, Tina, you're pregnant. I said, no. I said, no. Then I started asking myself, am I pregnant? Like what they are saying, but I realized that I wasn't pregnant. Then I started vomiting, and I was nearly finished her hair, so I came back to continue. Then I had the same feeling again, and I went back to get fresh air. I came back. They said, no. Are you sure you're not pregnant? I said, no, I'm not pregnant. So okay, let's just take you to hospital, or let me go to the chemist and get pregnancy kit to check. So that you know. I said, no, I'm not pregnant. Then they said, okay. So I left them and I said, I finished the job. So they said, okay, we'd like to tidy up the salon for you. So I went home and I went straight into the shower. I told my son that, Denzel, I'm going to sleep for a while. No, don't allow my little one to come to the room. So you stay there. I don't want disturbances. Then I went to bed. When I went to bed, I found myself like, I was very big, like huge. That's how I saw the whole thing. I couldn't move my hands.
Wow.
I couldn't move my legs. My lips were sealed.
Hey.
There was a phone beside me. I was trying to get the phone to call. I couldn't reach the phone. I couldn't even touch the phone. So it's like I was helpless there.
Wow.
And I was, what is wrong? What is happening to me? And It was very scary.
Yeah. So did it happen when you were doing the person's hair or no? No.
The thing is, when I had that feeling, I was doing the hair and we were all laughing and chatting. So when they talked, I didn't respond back.
Shay.
Then they said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
Wow.
Then I said, yeah, I'm fine. Because I didn't want them to know that I was,
Something was happening to
nearly
you.
done, so that when they go, I will.
You can
They
rest.
said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I said, "Yes." "Should I take you to the hospital?" I said, No, I'll be fine. So I left the place and went home, went into the shower, told my kids to stay downstairs. And so whilst I was there, I was going through all those things. And I couldn't shout. I
Wow.
couldn't move. And
So you couldn't even call anybody to come and help you?
No. And because I've warned the kids not to come upstairs.
Yeah, so they're also downstairs.
They were also downstairs.
Wow.
Yes.
That must have been a scary experience.
It was. And the door, I closed the door. So I was there by myself. Then I started praying that, Lord, help me. Help me. So I think I struggled for over 2.5 hours.
Wow.
Nobody came in. And I was praying. I was praying that, Lord, at least let somebody come in. Then all of a sudden I saw my younger son, Aaron, came in. And when he came in, he saw tears on my face. Then he started touching the tears and he was laughing. Then I said, poor child, he doesn't know what I'm going through. And he's laughing. And he clamped on me, thinking that he was playing with me. And it wasn't like that. So it made me really, really sad, like a mother. Like if something is really happening to you, that innocent boy came to you, trying to play with you, open my eyes like this, trying to, play.
Yeah.
But I was there.
You couldn't do anything.
That really made me very sad. So he will go and come. He will go and come.
And he wasn't calling anyone.
He wasn't calling anyone. He will come and the tears were just rolling. He will come and touch this thing. Then he will smile. He will go and come. Then later I realized that my daughter came upstairs to use the loo. So I thought from the
she would probably come to see you.
No. She went straight down.
Oh.
And I was so devastated. And I said, Lord, I just need somebody to pop in now.
Yeah.
Or let me use my phone. Let me, like I was, so many things were going through my mind. That's okay. Later on, I realized that my hands started moving.
Okay.
And I could feel my legs. Then I rolled myself. So when I rolled myself in front of the bed, and the bed is a bit longer, something told me that if you roll down, you're going to get stroke. So I saw the distance between the floor and the bed very long.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, if I get stroke now, these
what would you do?
Little children, how am I? So I said, Lord, please help me. That was my prayer. And thank God, later I realized that my daughter folded some clothes and they were in the bag in front of the side of the bed.
Okay.
So I managed to roll. So I fell on the bag.
Okay.
Not straight to the...
On the floor, yes.
So when I fell on the bag, then later I rolled down. That was where I managed to use my legs to tap so that I called for help.
Oh,
so
wow.
when they heard the bang, they came upstairs. So when they came upstairs, my two hands were like this. This is how I was doing. My lips were closed. My eyes were rolling.
Oh, wow.
And I couldn't tell them
what was happening to you.
What was happening to me. So they looked at me and said, Mommy, what's happening? And I couldn't say anything. I just looked at them. All that I wanted them to do for me is to pour water on me because I felt like I was burning. My hands, I felt like I was burning. The place was so hot for me. I was like I was in a fire.
Wow.
And they couldn't do anything. So my daughter asked me, Mommy, do you want to vomit? I don't know why she asked that question. Then she brought something and I vomited.
Oh, wow.
And she took it back. Then she brought a towel. And that's what I wanted. I wanted her to dip the towel.
In the
but
water?
The towel that she brought was dry.
Oh.
So I was doing like
Oh my days, you can't talk.
Yes, I couldn't talk. So when they saw me struggling like that, then they said, Mommy. That's what my son was saying. Mommy, you can't be like this. Mommy, why? And I couldn't talk. So I saw them kneeling down with their hands lifted up.
Oh, they're
They
praying.
started praying. So, sorry, I'm crying.
No, I
It's
get
very
that.
emotional.
Yeah, it is.
So
Yeah, because you're reliving the story and you're imagining, you're feeling exactly what was going on.
So they started praying. And I said,
Do you need a tissue?
"Oh, it's fine."
Are you sure?
Yes, fine.
Okay.
So they started praying, and I saw their faces so scared. They were so scared, and they didn't know what to do. And I couldn't speak to them. But my little one, because I was there, he wanted to climb on me.
Oh,
and I
bless
couldn't do anything.
him.
That feeling, that was it's something that anytime I remember, it makes me sad. Like, you have children, something is happening. And at that time, it didn't even occur to them to call ambulance or something. But later, I realized that after they prayed, they started to call their dad. And their dad was at work, so he didn't pick up the phone.
Okay.
So my daughter started calling the dad, but they didn't call ambulance. And all that I wanted for them to do is to call ambulance or to call somebody I know to come and help. But nobody came in. And my daughter was looking at me. My son was very scared, praying. I never knew my Denzel can pray like that.
Wow.
I was praying, and my daughter Eliana was praying. They were praying with tears. And I said, in my mind, I said, so if they can pray like this, then even if I'm gone, I know that my children know God.
You see, this is how it is, because we bring our children up from, in church. And it's amazing because even though you don't realize how much they take in, when it comes to crunch, they actually exhibit what they see us do and how they see us pray. So I think it's a good thing. We thank God for their lives.
Then the Sunday school teachers are doing very well.
Yes.
Because there are some key points that my son was saying, like, Lord, if you resurrected Lazarus from death, my mom is sick, Lord, heal. So I was hearing all this.
Oh, wow.
So I said, I knew that he's a prayerful guy. Before he goes to school, he will pray for everybody to say, you have to say Amy before he goes. But I didn't know at that time he can pray like that. So I looked at that. But at that time, I was so at peace. Because I knew that even if I'm gone, my children know that in times of difficulties,
they know how to call God. Yes.
So I smiled, and they started smiling. So then Eliana said, Mommy, this is fake smile. You're not well. So I still smiled because I wanted them to feel good. So later, their dad came in. So when he came in, my hands were still up there like this. So he said, what's happening to you? I couldn't talk. And because the children didn't know this thing, so he touched me and said, you're not hot. But see, I felt hot. But he touched me and said, you're not hot. Then he gave me paracetamol. And I told him to give me something. I was doing a sign to give me something. He gave me paracetamol. And I went straight to bed again. So he realized that, okay, maybe because when he was going to work, I wasn't sick.
You were fine.
I was fine. So he didn't know the seriousness of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So he gave me paracetamol, and that's what I think I needed at that point. And water. I had it. Then I said I want to sleep on the floor. I just slept. And he took the children away, and I slept. So at night time, same thing happened again.
Wow.
And I managed to roll back again. And when at night time, it was like people were beating you. It's like you were fighting with people.
Was it like in a dream?
was like a dream. You were fighting with people, but the people that I was fighting with, I didn't know them.
Right.
I didn't know them. So I said, why? And someone said, pull the leg. And another one was pulling my head down. And another one was pulling my hands. They wanted me to fall down. But I was just one person, but I didn't fall down.
This is like a spiritual warfare,
Yes,
isn't it?
I didn't fall down. And I said, what? So I managed to go down again. Then it took me straight to hospital.
Okay.
So when we went to the hospital, I was able to talk at that time. So he asked me what's happening. I started talking. And the doctor said, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. You got virus.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's nothing that I can do. I've checked your temperature. You're okay. You got virus. And virus, we cannot give you anything. So go home and drink water or orange juice.
Yeah. At that time, were you able to talk again?
Yes, I was. Yes, at that time I was talking.
Okay.
So he took me back home. Then I fell ill again.
Wow.
And they took me back to the hospital. Then they did a CT scan to check my brain and everything. The results came. They said everything is fine.
Wow.
So like, I'm sick, but when I go to the hospital, they say everything is fine. So when everything is fine, they cannot help you because they check, they check everything and you are fine.
That's so strange.
Yeah, so I came back to my GP. My GP said, you are fine. It was 3 days later, then my speech started changing. Then I couldn't talk again.
Oh, wow.
Yes. As I started training, I was like stammering. So if I want to call my son, then so I'll say, I couldn't say proper name. I couldn't call anybody like say Ajua. I'll say
Really?
That is how it happened. So I went back to my GP. My GP said, you came here. It wasn't like this. What is the matter? So I took the pen and I wrote something. He said, this is strange.
Yeah.
So he called one consultant for me to speak to. And the consultant said, oh, you'll be fine. So they won't do anything. So I dealt with it. So, and I was feeling weak at that point. So I'll go to the GP again. They said there's nothing
wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong. We cannot do anything. But I knew that I was sick.
Yeah.
I knew that there was something wrong. But they said we can't help you. My GP was very nice to me, but at that point, he behaved like he doesn't know me.
Wow.
Yes. And some months later, we went back. I was sick again. So when I was sick again, I was there with Aaron and I was sick. I fell down. So when I fell down, he just came and sat on me like he was playing with me. And I was crawling on the floor to get my phone. All of a sudden, a lady from our church rang. And she said, lady that she doesn't call, she only calls when she's coming to do her hair. I said, thank God. She called, said, Statina, are you okay? I said, I need help. That was my word.
Wow.
And I dropped the phone. Within 10 minutes,
she was there.
She was there. And I called my friend Fatima. Fatima didn't pick up. Tony didn't pick up.
You see, the thing is, when you need people, that is the day that no one picks their phone up.
Yes.
It's just crazy. Yes. But thank God that God sent this woman who gave you a call.
Yes.
And was able to, depict that you needed help.
So they all came at the same time. And they rushed me to the hospital again. Not the hospital, the GP. So when we went to the GP was very angry. The doctor was very angry. He said,
why?
What do you want me to do now? And my friend Fatima, she's a social worker. She said, the lady is sick. She needs help. She said, no, I cannot help her. Then my friend said, why? My friend said, then I'm going to report you because like you're ignoring her.
Yes.
So Fatima said, no. The doctor said, okay, if you want to know why, this lady sitting here, Tina, we have referred her to see a consultant. She has declined.
Ah?
Yes. We have referred her to speech and language. She has declined. We have referred her to neurologist. She has declined. So my friend turned and said, Tina, why are you doing yourself? Why have you declined all these things?
Yes.
Actually, I burst into tears.
Because you haven't had any
Because
letters.
I haven't had any letters. I haven't had any phone call to say, go and see so-and-so consultant. I've never had anything. Then the
So
doctor,
were they calling a wrong number?
that doctor said, this is the report we have on you. So my friend said, then let me see the report. So, you know, GP, doctors will not show you the report like that. We went on the screen. We saw that we cannot look after you because you have declined.
Wow.
Or your this thing. I read it myself. My friend Fatima read it herself. So later, my friend was even upset with me because she thought that
You have been declined. Yes.
indeed. So at that time, I couldn't talk. I was very frustrated. So I took a pen and I started writing. So I've never received any letter.
Yeah.
And can you confirm with the number you called?
Yes.
So the doctor wrote the number.
And it was your phone number?
And it was my phone number. It was my phone number. There. He said, then how come? We send you a letter, we send you this, you have declined all these things. So that is a record they have. So any doctor is on their file. So any doctor that sees me, that want to see me.
Yeah, because we are trying to help you and
You are not helping yourself.
So who were they contacting?
I don't know.
And who was declining?
I don't know.
Strange.
Strange.
And they had your number.
They had my
and
number,
they had your address.
my address.
So they're claiming that the letter was sent to your address and you have declined.
I declined.
But then you hadn't received any letter.
Nothing. And every week I'll be at the GP because I needed help.
Wow.
Later on, let me cut it short. Later on, I think after 3 months later, I went back. And my friend said he has to write to, the hospital, the doctor, they have association of if you want to complain or something.
Yeah.
So my friend Fatima decided to draft a letter and make a complaint. I was scared. I said, no, don't do it. Don't put the doctor in trouble because I don't want my name to be there. He said, then you're not helping yourself. I said, please. I was pleading at the GP surgery and I was crying. So my friend looked at me and said, Tina, this is not normal.
It is not.
I know you're a Christian, but this is not normal. Have you had a thought that it is more spiritual? I said, I shook my head. He said, this is not normal because every information that the doctor showed us says that you've declined.
Yes.
So we went back to then we saw another doctor. When we went, I told the doctor everything. He said, which doctor said this? I said, Dr. Julius. He said, we have nothing like this in your record.
So you saw a different doctor in the same surgery?
Yes. In the same surgery.
And then when they checked your records again, it had nothing.
No, you have no record like that.
That you have been referred.
You have been referred. There's nothing like that. So what the doctor told you is wrong. Then I said, no, it's not wrong.
Because you saw it.
I read it. My friend Fatima read it. So where is that information? There was nothing like that. So the doctor looked at me and said, your life is amazing.
Yes.
We don't have such record. What you're telling us, what you're telling me, I don't have that record.
Somehow it's just disappeared from the system.
It was there that I said, no, there's more to it than this. We are Christians. And sometimes I'm a Christian, but I'm not religious.
Okay.
I don't take everything like a devil.
Yes.
I have to seek for, help from the doctors before I think otherwise.
Yes.
And at that time, nothing like that came to my mind that
It could be.
it could be spiritual or something. So I didn't. So the doctor looked at me and was saying, "It's nothing like that. I'm sorry." I came home. Ajwa, I cried like a baby.
Oh, I bet you will.
Because anywhere I go, the same record that they have. Because even when you go to the main hospital, they'll still tell you to come back to your GP.
Yes.
And the same people that you're going to meet.
Yes.
So where will I go? It was there that I turned to God. I said, Lord, if this is not mere sickness, you have to heal me. What is going on? What have I done? Who is trying to harm me? I started thinking. So the speech, later I couldn't, it became worse.
Wow.
Because I was thinking a lot.
The stress wasn't helping it.
And when I am at home, because of the children, I cannot express myself like I was worried.
Yes.
I will be smiling. I'll be doing things that I'm not supposed to do. But I don't want the children to feel that mommy is not well. I don't want my family to know that mommy is not well.
Oh.
But I wasn't well. So later, we managed. When they are going to school, I remember one day. Sorry, Bright. I remember one day, my daughter went to school.
Yeah.
And the teacher called me and said, Eliana's mom. I said, yes. I said, Eliana is not concentrating.
Oh, she was worried.
She's been crying constantly and she doesn't perform. When we asked her, she broke down.
How old was she then?
Eliana was, I think, 7.
Okay.
7.
Yeah.
He said 7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. It's about 4 years. So she's not concentrating. So we called her into the office to ask why, because we know what she does at class, but now she's not concentrating.
Yeah.
She broke down in tears that my mom is not well. So she started to call me. So, and that lady was a lady that I normally speak to. So when she heard my voice, she screamed and said, "What is happening?"
Yeah.
So I couldn't
express yourself.
I put the phone down. Then Eliana came home, looking at me. "Mommy, you're going to be well."
Oh, bless
I said,
her.
yes. I said, "Yes, I'll be well." Sometimes when they go to school, because I see them, I cannot do anything, and I don't want them to see that I was crying.
Yeah.
I pretend that I'm sleeping deep. So they will brush their teeth, that will help them brush their teeth, do everything. Then they will go.
Yeah.
And one day I saw Denzel and Eliana came like I was sleeping. They put their hands on me and started praying for me. When they finished, I saw them going. I opened the door outside. I saw my son and my daughter crying.
Oh.
And I said, "Lord, how long is this going to be?
Yeah.
I need rapid response." So sometimes I try to avoid them.
Oh, because
Yes, because it was too much for them.
Yeah, to handle as well.
I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. And one day, and this story bates, then one day everybody had gone home. And I'm the type that I pray. But when I pray, I don't want people to see that I'm praying.
Okay.
I pray a lot.
Yeah.
At night, I'll wake up like I was going to the loo. I'll come and pray. So you won't see me praying like
Yeah.
but I pray. So one day in the afternoon, I was there, my son was with me. Then I saw him coming toward, like I saw him laughing, and I was trying to play with him because he didn't know anything. Then I fell asleep. Then I saw myself in a bush in a forest.
Oh, wow.
Then, and me too, sometimes I see things.
Oh, okay. Okay, you also have that gift of vision.
I have that gift, but I find it difficult to tell people that this is what, because sometimes it's difficult to explain what you see. People will not believe you. And me too, I'm crazy. So people will not take me serious that, that what you're saying is true.
Yeah.
So one day I was there, then I saw myself in the forest. So in the forest I was singing and I was praying. Then I was sharing tears. So I saw someone tap me. Then when I opened my eyes, there were so many people in the forest. Then I said, hey, this is a forest. How did you know that I'm here?
Yeah.
Then they said, we heard your voice from far away. And we've been looking for who is singing.
Yeah.
So we come far and
To
we
find
find
you.
you. This tear that is coming from your eyes is a tear of healing.
Oh, wow.
Don't stop crying. Don't stop calling. But start crying. So the people, some of them started touching the tears. They started touching my tears.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they started touching my tears. And everybody wanted to, they said I should cry. And they want to see the tears coming because they said it's a healing. So it was at that point I woke up like, oh my God, this is a dream. I said, is it they call something trance or something? It's like, not.
So you were in a trance.
Trance,
Okay.
Yeah. So I said, oh my God, my son was still on me. I put him down. I went on my knees on the floor. I said, Lord, today
You heal me.
you heal me.
Yeah.
This is what I've seen. You sent your angel to come and heal me. So I claim it.
In Jesus'
So I'm
name.
giving myself, I'm not giving you a time, but I know and I believe that by the end of December, I will be standing in front of the church and give a testimony and tell the whole world what you, Lord, have done. And I will be proclaiming your name. I will let people know that you are the same God yesterday, today, and forevermore.
Yes.
And I will start giving the testimony. I cannot hold the Bible to go because I don't have the quotations that much.
Yeah.
But my testimony can be a solution to other people. So that is what I will do.
Wow.
This is how I prayed.
Wow.
But God so good. The day that I spoke, Ajwa, I didn't even know that I was speaking. I had a Nigerian friend. She came to visit me. Then when she left, I heard that she was depressed because of me.
Oh.
So she didn't call me again. I tried to call her. So I called her. I said, Elsie. She said, are you Tina's sister? I said, this is Tina. She screamed like, she said, hey, girl. I said, oh. I said, oh, are you sure you're not a ghost? Like,
Yeah.
I said, don't be silly. Elsie, it's me. She said, Tina, you are back. I said, back from where? She said, you're talking. I said, am I? I didn't even know. So she said, yeah, you're talking. I said, okay. So she put the phone down screaming and singing their Igbo song. Then I said, oh, I'm talking. Indeed. I ran back upstairs, stand in the mirror. I started calling my children's name. Then I called Denzel. Then I was able to say it.
Yeah.
I called Eliana, Aaron. I called my sister's name. I called Tony. I said, oh, so I'm speaking. I kept it. It's like I was dreaming.
Yeah.
Even though it was rare, but it looks like I was dreaming. I said, so God has heard me.
We thank
Now
God.
I'm talking.
He's a prayer answering God. We thank God. That is a powerful, so what were you feeling? During the times of frustration and illness, what kept you going? Was there a point where you thought that God is not hearing you?
I never said God was not hearing me.
That's a good thing.
I knew that I serve a living God. And I knew that I'm going to get healed, but I didn't know the time that I'll be healed. And I was a bit worried for my family.
Yes.
And also, I was worried because how long am I going to live in this for? I was worried. It got to a point I cried. And most of the time, when I'm worried and I don't want to worry, I used to play a lot of gospel music.
Okay.
Worship.
Yeah, that's me.
Worship is what kept me going.
That's good.
I was worshiping. I couldn't open my mouth to sing. but I follow the songs on the YouTube. Then I said, I worshipped like never before. I go to church, but you know, how that time, I think from that time, my relationship with God changed.
Yes. Yes,
Such
because he
worship.
actually did something for you as well. Or is it because you were solely relying on him? You were trusting him to kind of do something for you, you know?
I was so much, I was depending on him.
Yeah.
I was trusting him like, God, it's you that I trust.
Yeah.
It is so sweet
To trust in Jesus, just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promises, just to know that says the Lord. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust you, how I prove you are and all. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, hope for grace to trust you more.
trusting God.
That's the thing.
The
I
song
think
were
it's the
just-
way to go.
The song were just coming at a point. I said, Lord, fill my cup. So that's where I got this song, and I got it from YouTube. Fill my cup, Lord.
Oh, yes.
I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this thirsting of my soul. Bread of heaven, fill me till I want no more. Fill my cup, fill it up, and make me whole. The songs,
yeah.
at that time, the songs were coming.
Yeah. So
And
these were the songs that kept you going. You know, so there was the songs
There was
that
song that
actually
kept
put
me,
you
yes.
in that throne room
Yes.
of God and saying, God,
Yes.
I am not going anywhere until you touch me. That is
And
amazing.
sometimes there are some songs that I sing, even though I'm in the house, but I feel like I'm in different place.
Okay.
Until I come back to myself and I say, oh, I'm so
You're
in
home.
this
Yeah,
house.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I'm the type that I worship deep. Sometimes I can worship to the point that I don't even know where I'm standing.
Oh, wow.
I worship deep.
Okay.
But I'm not typical Christian like Rebecca say, oh, this one you're a Christian like
Krife.
I'm not that krife.
Yeah.
I say it's artists, I'm rough, I play, you know. So
Yeah, but I know, that's how life should be.
but sometimes, you know, people want to see Christian like holy.
No, you see,
So
younger son,
people like us,
you know, yeah.
they think that, oh, how can God use this person? How can God like Tina we not be crying? My sister,
You see, but these are the kind of people that
That's the
God
thing.
wants to
That's the
use.
thing.
You
So
know,
people, I remember one thing, something happened at church, and someone said, Sister Tina, Sisia dear, Nyamene wo ho nti no, you have to change your dressing. You have to be more crife like this. I said, God found me with trousers. God found me with this. God saw the heart, not what I was wearing.
I'm telling you.
So how do you want me to say? You have to dress like a Christian. You have to dress like a
just you person shake gown, tin,
something like,
and then boot,
and also
you scarf on your head.
Yes, you don't play too much like you're crazy. Anywhere you are, you're making people laugh, and
but
you have to exempt
that
yourself.
is your personality.
That's the thing.
And to be honest, sometimes these personalities is what attracts other people. You know, because and just that it would be too boring.
Yes.
You know, who want to serve a boring Lord?
And I think in my life, I think my personality attracts people.
Yes.
Because I'm the type that I don't wait for someone to greet me. I'll greet you. Or I'll
No,
shout
that's
you.
good. Yeah.
So I don't go for friends, but I don't know what about me. And I'm somebody that got good sense of humor sometimes.
Yeah.
When I reach somewhere and the place is so quiet, I have to say something for the place to change, environment to change, for people to laugh. So maybe I felt like, oh, okay, somebody like me, God can never use.
Okay. So finally, I want to ask to talk quickly about your show, because I know that you've started a new show, and so that we can wrap up, you know. So your show, what is it about, and what inspired you, you know, in just a few words?
My show is about, it's called My Story, My Song. It's, God gave me this vision of creating this environment, the platform for people to share their story.
Just like you are doing now.
Just like me, I'm doing now.
Okay.
So I've created that platform to invite people to share their story, because sometimes when you are going through things, you think you're alone. But when you hear other people's story, then it motivates you to know that you are not alone.
Yes.
So I heard people's story, then it gave me hope that, you know, it shall be well.
Yes.
So maybe my story too, I don't know how the place it will go. It can inspire somebody. It can motivate somebody to say, oh, if God has done this for somebody, God can do it for me. So I've created that show. It's like My Story, My Song.
Watch out for My Story, My Song, you know, by this amazing lady, Tina. You know, so make sure that the moment that she puts her link out, go and subscribe, support her, make sure that, you know, we all help for that show to grow. You know, there's a reason why God has laid that show upon her heart, that people's stories, people's testimonies will also touch somebody else who might be going through that same situation and think that all hope is gone. So that is an amazing thing for you to allow yourself and for God to use you to create that platform, because it will give people the chance to share their stories, to share their testimonies, the things that they've been through and all of that. So amazing. But for now, yes, it's been an amazing time, you know, with Sister Tina, listening to her story, her testimony. Make sure that you subscribe to Heart's channel on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, you know, share the link so that other people would get to know about Heart. We want it to go far and wide. Follow us on Instagram at Heart Chat Show. Again, email me if you have any stories, if you have any testimonies, if you have any topic at all relating to marriages, relationships, anything that you want us to talk about. Email me at hearttoheartchatshow@gmail.com, hearttoheartchatshow@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook, so you can by all means inbox me as well. But for now, yes, do subscribe. We will be coming your way again very soon. Take care.
Heart to heart, soul to soul, let's speak our mind.